Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am making hot honey barbecue chicken legs with charred poblano, corn, and sweet potato salad. This is a recipe from HelloFresh, and I don't use HelloFresh anymore, but I used to use it, and you get to keep the recipe cards. So I used it a few years ago, and this was one of the recipes that I had ordered before, so I'm just gonna take this recipe out and use it. I am just getting all of my ingredients together. You're going to need a sweet potato, a tomato, lime, cilantro, sweet honey barbecue sauce, chicken legs, poblano pepper, shallot, and corn. It also says hot honey, which I think is just honey mixed with, what is it called? With hot sauce. But I'm not using that because I have a toddler and she's probably not going to want hot sauce on her chicken. So I just use regular barbecue sauce. So it says that you need to preheat your oven to 425 and then cut all of your produce basically. It says like 1/2 inch cubes and stuff, but I don't really follow all that. I just cut it up. So yeah. I put the vegetables in kind of in the same bowl, which you probably shouldn't do because you don't need to put all of them together. Like the sweet potato, you end up roasting, so those need to be separate. And the corn, anyways, just watch me and you'll see what you need to do. We'll talk about it. But yeah, the cilantro is obviously going in a separate bowl. So I'm actually just telling a story a little bit about, there's how do I even explain this? So when I was a kid, I used to help my grandma cook sometimes, and she had me cut out a green pepper, just cube it up for her, but I didn't get to that stage because I cut it open and there was a worm inside. It freaked me out. The worm was yellow, or not yellow, it was green, the pepper. It was a green pepper. And the inside of the pepper was completely eaten out, and there was these black seeds in it, and it was just a bunch of juice on the inside. It was disgusting. But the worm's head was just poking out when I cut open the pepper. It freaked me out. I screamed and I threw the pepper on the ground, or on the table. My grandma was like, "What was that? What happened?" And I was like, there's a worm in the pepper. And then she went over, she was like, "Oh, this thing?" And then she just threw it in the garbage. It was no big deal. But she was from the South, so I guess that's no big deal to her. So anyways, I'm just showing you a 1/2 inch cube. Actually, I think that was 1 inch, and I decided to cut it down more, but it says a 1/2 inch cube. I try to cut it cut them a little bit small, just so that they cook quicker, and they cook more evenly with each other, but again, I wasn't precise about it. So yeah, this is what I was saying. You should not put the sweet potatoes in with other vegetables. I didn't realize that, and I accidentally put them in there with the other vegetables and had to pick them out. So learn from my mistakes and do not do that. Anybody knows an easier, faster way to cube potatoes, let me know, because I was just I don't really know. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. Okay, so there's my potatoes, and now I'm going with the shallot, and it says you don't have to it says to half and peel the shallot and then cut it into wedges. You don't have to dice them or anything like that. Which I clearly did not know what the heck it was talking about as far as putting them in wedges goes, so I was just doing whatever. And then you half the lime. So here I am just getting the chicken ready. So I always rinse my chicken off. I don't know if everybody does that. My husband does not rinse off food, or rinse off meat, but I do. It says to rinse it off, and then, like, does it say to rinse it off? I actually don't know what it says to do, but I always rinse off my chicken. And then you have to season it with salt and pepper, which I use to season salt and pepper. And then you put some oil down on a foiled baking pan, spread it around, put the potatoes on there, and then just spread that around so it spreads amongst the potatoes. And then I tried to put it in the oven while I was holding the camera. That wasn't working out, so. But anyways, then you just keep it in there for, I believe, a half an hour, it said. But I had a lot of chicken, so I actually ended up keeping it in there for like an hour, I think. An hour, I think it was. And then I am just roasting the corn. Or not roasting it. I don't know what you call that, but I put it in the skillet. And charred I charred the corn. And I'm trying to show you, but it is just not working out. Here we go. But it takes like 4 to 5 or 5 to 8 minutes to char the corn. So basically that's what I did, and then I put it in that bowl. And then you put some salt in there, salt and pepper. And the next thing you do is it has you roast, or not roast, I keep saying that, put the other vegetables in there, which there's the poblano and the shallot with a drizzle of oil. So again, you probably don't want to put all the vegetables together in one bowl when you're cutting them. You probably want to put the poblano and shallot together to make it easier, and then everything else in a separate bowl. Because the tomatoes, you don't even add until the end, so. Then you add those in there with the corn, mix it together, and then you add the tomatoes at the end like I just said. Okay, so the potatoes are done, the chicken is not. So I'm adding the potatoes in with the rest of the vegetables. And now the chickens are done. Our chicken is done. And so I put the barbecue sauce on there, and then you squeeze lime on the chicken. I think I also put lime in the vegetable mix too. With some cilantro, tomatoes, mix that in there. Yep, squeeze that lime in there. And there you have it. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you want to see more content, like and subscribe.